Good morning, everybody. How are you on this beautiful Wednesday here in St. Louis, Missouri? The temperature is like 73 and it feels like fall. You know, I often wonder, as the seasons all change, are we ready to go along with the change? Are we ready to accept the things that are going to be coming into our lives? And are we paying attention to the Jesus nudges, as I like to call them? For those of you who've yet to know who I am Kitchen Marie. I'm an artist, a writer, a speaker, a life and a business coach. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. Let me double check to make sure my camera is working here. I'm trying some new equipment. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. It is working. It is all the things that we need to do in order to keep our business up and running. Trying to get acclimated to using this camera again. It is all part of the changes. It is all part of what we need to do within our business, within our lives, to make things work just easier for us. You know, being stuck in the same pattern and stuck and rigid in the same old way that we've always done things, it does not allow you to progress forward. Are you ready to step outside of what you know? Are you ready to step outside of who you are and all the things that you were familiar with? I am looking forward to fall, looking forward to doing some traveling, because I am always readily available to adapt to the situations as it happens, because I have allowed myself to be a work in progress and to be a hot mess, and I have learned it's not necessarily the end result, that goal that I have yet not to make, but it's about the person that I have become in the process of it all. You know, when I started out back in 2013, you know, I've come strides from where I was, who I was with, and what I was doing, and I've become more confident in building my coaching groups, building my art classes, producing some fabulous products. You know, being ready to adapt means that you are choosing different, you are choosing smarter, you are thinking about all the things in your life that have not worked before, and you are ready to allow the things to be different in your life so they can work easily for you. You do have to work at having your own business. You know, I'm very mindful of the people who promise you these big 6 and 7 figures a year, where I like to call them carnival barkers, rainmakers. You know, you still have to learn your own dialogue. You have to learn who your market is. You have to learn who your customers are, and you have to understand what is it about your product or your service that your followers, your customers, your likers, all want to be a part of who you are. You know, serendipity moments. I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, these Jesus nudges, getting back to that a little bit. It's about what you are opening yourself up to, that you are allowing your higher power, the universe, if you'd like to call it that, allowing them, him, it, your dude, whatever you want to call that higher being, putting you in the right place at the right time, allowing conversations to happen, dialogue to open up, because you don't know what's on the other side of where you are right now. And here's an example. A couple weeks ago, my friend Matt and I were running around, and we were doing some yard sailing, some thrift store sailing that we like to do. And we were in a higher end neighborhood outside of where I live, outside of where he lives, in Wildwood, on the other side of Chesterfield, or on the other side of Eureka if you're in the St. Louis, Missouri area. And we were at this beautiful $1 million home. She was getting rid of all of her holiday things, and I just happened to ask the woman who was in that house, you know, if anybody in the area had horses. I happened to say, you know, I'm looking for some property, I'm looking for a house that has horses. Is this something that's allowed in this area? Well, Another lady that was a table over overheard my conversation, and she came walking around and she said, "My house is for sale. I have 7 acres with a barn and a house, and the creek runs through my property. If you would like to come and look at it, you're more than welcome to, because I'm getting ready to put it up on the market." Now, in my mind, in my belief system, that was a serendipity moment. There are no such things in this life as a coincidence, because the things that you are aligned to, the things that you have your mission matching your purpose, doors open and opportunities present themselves. We did go and we looked at her property, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous property. And, we questioned all day long why that situation happened and why we were at the right place at the right time. And although that piece of property was a little bit out of my price range, since then I have had 2 other pieces of property come available within my price range. You have to be purposeful. You have to be able to speak your dialogue with true intent, being ready to be adaptable to the situation, because you are aligned with your mission. And when you're aligned with your mission and you know where you are going in this life, being ready to change and understanding that you can't keep doing the same things, because when you choose the same, you get what you got. So as I am gearing up here to do a few craft shows, a few art shows, creating some new designs for my t-shirt line, creating some totes, because we are all so concerned about the environment and getting away with plastic. What are you doing in your business that you will be able, and you are allowing yourself to be adaptable to the change that you need to do within your own personal life? It's about creating new experiences, allowing the new experiences to happen, being open to what the universe or what your higher power or what those Jesus nudges are giving, saying in your ear. Because all these things that are meant for you in this life, in this time that you walk, in this space that you're living, your higher power wants you to be able to use your gifts and your talents and have those dreams. So as I'm selling my t-shirt line, as I'm selling my graphic coffee line, as I'm putting together some totes for, fall, for the holidays, for people to use all the time, with that bigger picture, with the end result, as I am a work in progress, oftentimes a hot mess, knowing I can't go back and do what I used to do, but I certainly can go forward and do what I'm doing now, because I am being successful at the person that I have become within the progress. Reaching that goal at some point here, it is going to happen. I'm a firm believer, when you put those good intentions in this atmosphere to the universe, it has no other way to respond to what you want and who you are. If you would like to be a part of any of my coaching groups, I would love to have you. What are you afraid of? Why are you not stepping outside of the box that you have put yourself in? Nobody else has put you in that box but you. It takes a simple email to ask me a question at KitrinMarie@gmail.com. We can do it online. 1 hour right now till September 15th, $35. If you're in the St. Louis, Missouri area, for 2 hours, $65, but those prices are going to go up. A simple question to get you on the right track, to be able to teach you how you can align your mission with your purpose, knowing what that end result is and where that big picture, where you're going to end up in. So I am Kitrin Marie. I'm an artist, I'm a writer, a speaker, a life and a business coach. I reside in St. Louis, Missouri. If you would like to see any of my work, go over to kitrin-marie.weebly.com, or go over to kmgraphicapparellandart.weebly.com to see all of my line of merchandise. Look over on Facebook at KM Designs, a writer's mind from my fabulous camping trip that I was on last weekend in the beautiful, beautiful Richland, Missouri. Very nice resort, very wonderful, lovely people, Stephanie and Christian, who have this campground with a float. Caught a beautiful bass at Gasconade Hills Resort. Look them up. There's a lot of things that are coming up, a lot new travels that I will be doing. I'll be heading back to Platteville, Wisconsin by mid-September, and hopefully Cocoa Beach in October. So for today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed for all the wonderful things that happen in your lifetime. Remember, fate does turn on a coin. You need to decide what side of that coin you want to be on, being readily available and adaptable to make your life easy so it works so much better, so you are aligned with what your higher power has wanted you to be and to do. So you take care, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.